If you're looking for the best trail camera, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Browning Strike Force Pro XD. The Browning Strike Force Pro XD checks all the boxes. It has an exceptionally fast trigger speed, high resolution, and virtually indestructible camera body. The combination of the adjustable mounting plate and the conveniently placed viewing screen allowed us to achieve the optimum position during setup. While we love the long-distance detection, we love the 0.5-second recovery photo speed even more. This meant we didn't lose precious images due to a sluggish camera delay. While the images were crisp, we did get some motion blur during nighttime testing. However, this is common in trail cameras and was minimal in comparison to the other options we tested. The Strike Force Pro still outperformed the competition in every metric, earning it the top spot in our review. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Kampark T45A. The T45A packs in some solid features at a steal of a price. You can choose between 3 modes, then select from a range of customizable options. The camera menu is easy to navigate, while the 2.4-inch LED color viewing screen helps in setup. We also like the fact that you can hit the replay button and scroll through the photos without needing any additional devices. At 16 MP, the T45A doesn't offer the highest resolution. However, the images still came out crystal clear the majority of the time with bright coloration. The one feature we were not keen on was this trail camera is only micro SD compatible. Micro SD cards are very tiny, about half an inch to be exact, making it incredibly difficult to insert and extract the card from the camera. The small size also means the card is more likely to get lost or easily misplaced. Regardless of the micro SD card, we still recommend the T45A. The number 3 position is held by Browning Strike Force Extreme. When it comes to wildlife monitoring, the Browning Strike Force Extreme is at the top of its class. The tough camera body can withstand some serious abuse while blending into a forest setting with a non-cheesy camo pattern. The 80-foot detection range, paired with the 0.6-second recovery time, enables you to pick up more movement at a greater distance. This is a huge plus when it comes to wildlife detection. Whether the camera is in photo or video mode, the images come out crisp and clear. The one feature we wish the Strike Force Extreme offered was a viewing screen like the Strike Force Pro. The only way to know what you're taking a picture of is to attach the camera via USB cable or insert the SD card into an additional device. Despite this detail, the Strike Force Extreme is an outstanding option for hunters and wildlife researchers. Next at number 4 we have GardePro A3. For those looking to capture nocturnal activity, the GardePro A3 is an excellent place to start. We found the Sony Starlight sensor is sensitive enough to capture a scurrying mouse. Meanwhile, the 0.5-second recovery time enabled us to capture multiple images of a raccoon sneaking around. Additionally, we found video mode to be on par with the photo mode as we captured a bobcat as soon as it entered the frame. As much as we dig the nighttime detection, the GardePro is one of the more challenging options to set up. This is mostly due to the slick, flat backside of the camera which lacked resistance. In addition, the short and flimsy strap limited options for camera placement. However, if you can find the right surface or set up a post, this should not be a problem. The number 5 position is held by Maydays SL122 Pro. If you're new to the world of trail cams, we recommend the Maydays SL122 Pro. This model offers everything you need to get started while simplifying the process with very user-friendly navigation buttons and menus. Along with being easy to use, we liked how crisp the landscape images turned out and how well this trail cam performed during the detection test. The Maydays comes equipped with a 110-degree field of view and a fast trigger speed. Of course, with a bargain price comes a few drawbacks. We noticed some image distortion when using both the camera and video mode. While the camera is built solid, it's not as indestructible as the Browning trail cams. We also wish the viewing screen was located on the right-hand side panel so there's no guessing about the positioning of the camera angle. However, we feel these drawbacks are negligible and recommend the Maydays for anyone looking to embrace the wonderful world of trail cameras. The number 6 position is dominated by Stealth Cam DS4K. The Stealth Cam DS4K was the first 4K no-glow trail camera on the market and remains the best. It supports stunning 30MP still photos and has a fast trigger speed of 0.4 seconds. The flash range is an impressive 100. Depending on whether you're using it in the day or low light/night, it switches automatically between two sensors. In the dark, it uses infrared for crisp and clear images. The other sensor is optimized for light, so you get improved color accuracy over one-sensor models. Regardless of the mode, the camera is completely silent and doesn't emit light from its LED. For capturing wildlife undisturbed, this is what you want. Because of the wide-angle lens, you get an excellent field of view. You can sacrifice some of this with a tagline that includes the date, time, temperature, and moon phase. You can choose modes to capture things effectively. Hybrid mode takes video and still images together. Burst mode snaps between 2 and 9 images every time the sensors are triggered. You can also have fun with the time-lapse mode and set a specific period of time for the camera to be active. Flipping between modes is easy, thanks to a preset switch. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Campark T80. The more technologically advanced individuals can appreciate the Campark T80 is Wi-Fi compatible. You'll have to first download an app to your phone. Then you can scroll through the images and download them without ever touching the camera. Additionally, you can change camera settings in the app. As with the other Campark models, the T80 features the same user-friendly operating panel except for higher image quality. There's a learning curve to using the Wi-Fi feature. It will only work when you are within the detection range of the camera, which is about 40 feet. Of course, you also need a signal for this feature to work, which doesn't do you any good when you're deep in the backcountry. We also noticed the recovery time was more sluggish than other options. All things considered, we recommend this camera for anyone planning on using it within Wi-Fi range. The number 8 position is held by Campark Mini T21. Compact trail cameras save weight for the long haul, nestle well in tight spaces, and are harder to detect by the human eye. This is precisely where the Campark Mini T21 shines. The T21 is so compact it fits in the palm of your hand and yet still monitors the action just as well as its larger counterpart, the T45A. During our testing, we found movement at 80 feet triggered the camera and produced some quality photos. Of course, with the smaller size came some noticeable shortcomings. The T21 does not feature the most sensitive sensor, which makes this option more likely to not pick up on motion. The tiny buttons also make the camera more difficult to set up. Aside from that, the T21 is still a great trail cam for those who want decent performance without all the extra bulk. Next at number 9 we have Bushnell Trophy Cam. For stealthy night vision, the Bushnell Trophy Cam features no glow black LED. We dig that this goes undetected so you won't scare away any creatures roaming around. This trail camera has the option of taking photos in HD or 4K and lets you format images to either full or widescreen. Another nifty feature we liked is the field scan option, enabling you to activate the camera in time-lapse mode during specific intervals, even when no movement has been detected. There's a lot to love about the Trophy Cam, but there's also some stuff we don't love. For instance, there's a thin exposed cable that attaches the battery pack panel to the camera panel. We can easily see this getting damaged, rendering the trail useless. We found the user menu to be primitive, and there's a lag in the menu display when switching to setup mode. Another factor is image quality. Depending upon the sun, we found the exposure was off as we often wound up with harsh, dark images. That said, the Bushnell Trophy Cam is a solid trail camera for anyone who wants stealthy night monitoring along with constant home security. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Rickshane Woodlens H6 Trail Cam. The Rickshane Woodlens H6 is an infrared trail cam with dual 4K/FHD cameras. While night footage is restricted to 1000 ADIP, it has a higher daytime FPS than the DS4K. Both modes support audio recording, and there is no outward sound when switching between modes, so animals aren't startled. Photos are taken at up to 20MP via a CMOS digital photography lens. Using a 110-degree angle of view, infrared night vision can take images as quickly as 0.2 seconds. Subjects are captured up to 65 fps away in impressive clarity. You can adjust the sensitivity settings depending on the size of what you want to capture. We were able to get just shadows with the highest setting, so most people will want it a little lower. Meanwhile, to record between a set time rather than whenever motion is detected, use the handy scheduler feature. This works for time-lapse photography, as well as standard video. The camera is particularly well designed, sitting inside a closable case that protects it from the wind and rain. It can also be secured with a lock and password. so you don't have to worry when you leave it in the wilderness. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.